Welcome to Lisa Black's channel. I'm very excited to be talking about a conversation that needs to be had more on being an empath. I have stopped reading all articles on being empathic because they are flooded with doom, gloom, skepticism. Empaths are prone to exhaustion. Empaths are prone to narcissistic abuse. Empaths are prone to energetic and emotional abuse that can't be recognized in the world. And I just want to say, yes, there is a huge propensity for all of this, but we need to be having a new conversation on what it is to be an empath in 2019, where somebody actually speaks out about the highlights, the brilliant and beautiful aspects. For example, I was able to understand when my daughter was 2 years old by empathically reading her why she was crying. I was a new mother in a birthing center. The very first night, her dad slept in the same room as us, but on the second night, he needed to go home and be with our son, who was 3 years old at the time, and actually support my son to come home and have a night just with dad at home. And then the very next night, we were planning on bringing our new baby girl home. She was screaming. She was crying. And I was very alarmed, being the very new mother of a 2-day-old newborn. And I was really close to panicking, but right, panic doesn't serve anyone. And what I decided to do was just let myself really read this little baby. And what I realized was that she was scared. I didn't exactly know why she was scared, but I knew that she was apprehensive, that she was alarmed. And then being able to understand that, I knew that she needed to be soothed. I needed to reassure her. And so within kind of 20 minutes, I figured out, right, empathically, that I could just stroke her on the forehead and rub my hand at the top of her head, and that as I sang to her, there, my baby, all is well now, I was able to really reach her and soothe her. And she started to open her eyes and she stopped crying. And I realized, right, that empathically, I was able to communicate with a baby in a way that could comfort and reassure her. It's such a pivotal new beginning point in her life. There have been times that I've been able to discern strangers, that some people look like vagabonds or homeless people or wretched, foul people, but empathically I was able to discern that they were noble, honorable souls who maybe looked a bit scruffy on the outside, but were worthy of being heard, acknowledged, seen, and spoken to. You know, there are so many amazing benefits that sometimes my husband isn't very emotionally articulate. As some of my fellow female viewers would understand, men are slightly delayed in being able to hear, receive, express, and articulate their emotions. So there's many times that I empathically read my husband and understand him without him needing to articulate that verbally, and that over the years this has allowed him to learn how to acknowledge his real feelings and speak up and share them with me verbally. So these are, I guess, some of the greatest benefits that I've had to being empathic, being able to discern people, being able to communicate with babies and young children, being able to understand what people need in order to feel honored and respected. And honestly, what this creates in my life is an experience of being in love, being in rapport with other people, being in a synergistic connection, being able to know that my love is perceived, my love is known, and that I can feel love from other people, whether they're in a position to express that or not. I have been able to communicate with people from other cultures where I didn't know their language because I can speak to their hearts. it's very important that we start having a new conversation on what it is to be an empath, because once we start accepting and acknowledging these gifts, we can start really cracking into what it's really capable of, which is allowing us to transmit love, allowing us to witness souls, allowing us to form synergistic, harmonious relationships that are beautiful and enriching. I am very excited to be sharing the link to access a free copy of my new book, Empath Healer, the 13 Principles of Healing Presence, very soon. Please keep an eye out. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to go live, so I'm going to post it up, and it will only be available for 5 days. So my new Empath Healer book is going on its global Amazon release this week, and I'm so thrilled that it can get to you. I'm so happy that no matter how far apart we are, and no matter your background, that through books we're able to connect and commune in a way that is truly beautiful and nourishing. I hope that this book is able to serve and support you. I hope it's able to help you to understand yourself in a way that calls you into the blissful, delightful, right, gifts and privileges that are available to us through this unique gift that we have. Thank you so much for being a part of this video. If you're new to my channel and you're somebody that really wants to make a difference in the world, someone who genuinely cares for other people, who wants to heal, serve, lift, and benefit other people, that's what my tribe is all about. So this is a place where we talk about how we can deepen into our truth so we can rise on purpose. Check out the details. If you're looking for a one-on-one mentor, I have a waiting list and has possibilities in 2 months of being able to hire me one-on-one. If you're an intuitive, a coach, or a healer yourself, I have a beautiful community on Facebook where I show up once a week, over 200 people, where it's such a beautiful culture of love, support, and soul sharing. Please check that out if it calls to you. And tell me what you think of this video. Are you sick of the doom and gloom stories on being an empath? Because I certainly am, and I want to have lots of beautiful, enriching conversations moving forward. If you want to be a part of that, please subscribe to my channel, like this. Tell me what you think of the video. Share your thoughts with me. My love and care is with you. Lysa Black, healer, business mentor, beaming so much care and love out to you.